Hey, what is up? This is Itanshu from highwebmates.co.in. Let's today talk about how can we manipulate colors and text in CSS. Let's dive into the code. Okay, let's start the code. So, first we make a HTML file here called index.html. This is Visual Studio Code, which is fabulous for web development and for Python and for everything for the web development process, and every development process can be done in Visual Studio Code. This is amazing. So just I use the Emmet extension here for make our HTML DOM very easy and some HTML shortcuts. Okay, just a second, it takes some time. Okay, let's start. Okay, so first we talk about colors. How can we manipulate? In the previous video, we talk about inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS, and how can we target a particular tag to a particular with the help of that CSS. Now we use that concept in this video. So if you don't watch previous videos, so the link in the description, please see the video that first. Okay. So I start with a p tag. Okay, so I call it id as a color. So for the colors, not I don't use color full name, so I can use color, and here I use lorem. 50 is okay. Then press tab. Okay, fine. Now I made a different tag for same tag for different id also, p, okay, and called as element for the LA, and lorem 50 is okay, fine. Okay, done. And just save this, and I make a external CSS here. Okay, style dot CSS, fine, done. So first I include this file in HTML, so I can link rel style sheet href style dot CSS, then call type text CSS, and done. Okay. Now I move to CSS file. So first I want to target my body. So inside body I write like background color. If I write here gray, okay, this is a first type how we can write colors. Here I just write directly its color name, and also we can say we import the color by with their name. So this is a property, the background color. This is background is different thing. So first focus upon on color part. Okay, here I import the color with its name. Okay, then I just run this HTML in our browser with the help of live server. In meantime it's opening. Okay. Just a few seconds it will be open. The good thing about, okay, just a second, it take, okay, fine. And it's just like some grayish color in the background which I give with the help of CSS. Don't worry about this. Okay, fine. It is perfect, cool. Then this is a type 1 of we choose the color, and another type of we select the color is like, for first we target the ID called, what is the word name of color. Okay, color. So first target color, and inside color I use here hex color. So hex color is a hexagon color with the hash code of the 6 digit. So I write here like some for this now time it's a very variant type of hex code. So I just write a random color. It will be has or not. It is not valid color. Okay. Okay. Then EW. Not a valid color. Okay. I think I use this color. Okay. So here you can see. Now here I can use color picker. Okay, color picker, or say this is a color picker which is provided directly by the Google. So here if I write here, click on this, and it's just a second, it's standard. Okay, fine. If I slide this thing, okay, so we focus on the hex value now for the time. So just copy and paste this in our code here. Okay, just save this and save our output again. Okay, this will be changed, our color will be changed. Okay, fine, great thing. Now another targeting of the color is by a RGB value, and another our call as LA. Okay, for element, for the LA. Okay, color RGB value. Okay, RGB value, fine. It's a red, green and blue. Okay, fine. So go to the color picker, choose its RGB value. Just copy this, because for the picking a color you should use a something color picker or some UI picker, some different type of website which is used in the selecting a color. So I write direct color picker, which is the Chrome, with the help of Chrome. So I just use this, which is provided by the directly Google, and I just copy RGB code of this, and I go to my Visual Studio Code and paste down RGB value. Okay, fine. So I think I should change the value because it's same color. So I move to it towards something this color. Okay, fine. Just copy this and paste this down here. Paste it. Okay, fine. So inside the browser you can see, you cannot see this color because I think I changed the background color. I changed background color to just white. Okay, simple white. White. Okay, so here you can see this color, fine. So this is I call from RGB value. So there are three types we can call color with the help of direct by its name, by its hexa value and its RGB value. Mostly we use the hex value and RGB values on our code, and for hard coding we use the color name directly. So if we make more vibrant or more tune in the color, so we use RGB, and we want some target particular shade, so we use hex value, or otherwise we direct bold color, so we go with direct names if we know our direct names. So this is about color. If you, I want to tell you a more another thing in color. This will be just a second. I make a particular ID for this, like I call this as CC just for instance, and low M 50 words. Okay. Just save this down, and if I go in the CSS part, if I CC, it is correct, and go to the color, and now I'm write a different thing, RGBA. What is A? A is alpha, which is for okay or provide transparency or okay in the our color or our text. Fine. So I give you example of this for 0 to 1, how it is vary, so you will understand it better. So if I just use this color for now instance, I click on this. This is good thing about VS Code. This is provide direct color picker in this, so I move this toward a different, totally different color called, okay, and just no, okay, and inside this I just want to go with something called 2 comma 97 8 comma 100. I don't know which is this color. Okay, this is something like carrot colors, I think. Like, so another parameter is our a alpha, which means 0 means totally transparent and 1 means totally okay. So we can move the value from 0 to 1. Okay, this can be floating value. So first we try with 0, just a simple. Okay, just with go and check this. Here you can see there will be text, but this is transparent because we use alpha value 0. Okay, if I choose alpha value 1, so what will be the difference? So this is now transparent, now this is fully visible. Okay, okay, fine. If I write here 0.5, this will be half partially transparent, partially okay. Okay, here you can see this is very light color. Okay, fine. Hope you understand this about the colors. How can we use the colors? Now we talk about how we use the text or font size, font some shadows or like this, something good things about the how we can manipulate the text in CSS. So we now see how we can manipulate the text in CSS. Okay, so I just use this HTML and make some changes inside this CSS part only. Fine. So the color will be okay. Then I move to a used it firstly about font size. Okay, font size. Go with font size, and I use here for 24 pixels. Okay, fine, good. And another property called font family. Font family. Okay. Then font family can be, I use this option. Okay. So first is take Franklin Graphic Medium. If it's not provided inside our browser, then we go to Arial Narrow. If the Arial Narrow is not provided, then go with Arial. Then Arial is not provided, then go with Sans Serif. Okay. Just a second, I explain all the things. Just a moment. Okay, bear with me. Font weight. Font weight called bold. Okay, fine. And I use font style here italic. Okay, italic is fine. Italic, good. Okay. Now I am explain how these are different from each other. What are these things? First, it is self-explanatory. This is called font size. How is the size of font? I use here 24 pixels of a font. Then a font family, how it is styled, which means how it is written. Understand? How it is structured, how it is looking. This is come under font family. What is the font family of this particular text? Then with the font weight, the bold is give the weight to the a particular font. Okay, like bold, like invert or some opaque or different type of things. Of then we have font style, which is I give it a style, or we can say italic. Okay, now just save this and rerun this. Here you can see this is some italic or bold color. Just a second, I use here, I think I should use here 00000. I think it is a black. Perfect. Inside the black you will understand it better. So, okay. Here you can see this is some bold color. Okay, then so italic and font is bigger, and family is something like, I think it's Arial. Okay, now we talk about now its shorthand property. How can we manipulate its shorthand properties and some different font styles? Now we use shorthand property of the font. Okay, so I change this thing with also black. Oh no, shit. I think it will be as it is. So I think I make a different tag. Okay, so when I upload this code file for practicing for you, then you will understand it better. Okay, fine. I use this here. Low RAM 100 is okay, and I use this p tag, then id is equal to b and low RAM 100. Fine, good. So just I save this and go inside here. Hash a. Okay, so now we manipulate with shorthand property. I am explaining here the two types of shorthand property. Okay, firstly I am tell you in the shorthand property only font family and font size is important, or we can say the font size is written first, then we can write font family. Okay, good. So I write here font, then I write here 20 pixel, then Arial, then I write it sans serif, or sans serif. Okay, fine. I just want to run this. Okay, here you can see this is some text. Okay, I think it is not target. Okay, I think its value should be increased. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so it will be a syntax error. Now it is changed, I think so. Okay, fine, it is open. Okay, sometime. Okay, so here you can see this is our a tag. Okay, we can see paragraph of id a. Okay, this is a type 1 of shorthand property. Here we use font size and font family. Good. Okay, this is font size and this is font family which we want to target. Okay, or which we want to use. Okay, now we target id b. So here we use font. Okay, I say firstly we write here font style, then its variant. Okay, small caps called, we can say font variant, say small caps, which means all the things in small caption. Okay, and weight, then we write weight, this is bold. Then we want write here size and line of height. Okay, size of font and its line height, or particular how which is long. So I write here pixel by 30 pixel. Okay, then I write here called its font family. So I write here Georgia and sans serif. I will tell serif. Okay, fine. Just I save this and run it here. Okay, here you can see this is all small captions inside the small. Okay, or we can write here its increase over its height, or we can see its size 30 by 30. It's a too large, I think, so we can see the changes. Okay, here it is. It's all side in small but in all captions. So till here now we understand about how we can manipulate colors and how we can manipulate fonts and its shorthand property. Okay, now I am explain the font again because sometimes it is very confusing. So inside the shorthand property, the first property, or we can say first, here we use the font size and then font family only. Okay, but inside this we use its font style, then we use font variant, then we use font weight, then font size and line height, then we use font family. Understand? Okay, now we know how we can make shadow of our text. Okay, it is very interesting part. Okay, now we talk about the color, or say we can say text shadow, which is very interesting part for the decoration designing. So go inside our HTML, then we make a h1 tag. Okay, just for any sake we make h1 tag, or we can say h1, then we pass a id to it, or we can say hey. Okay, amazing shadow. Okay, now we make something amazing in this. Okay, here we use a property called text shadow. So first we target our id, where it is called hey. Okay, so we target this, then we call property use text shadow. Okay, then first thing you should know about how a particular shadow goes. First it target top, then right hand side, then bottom, then right hand side. If when we talk about the margin, we understand it better way how it is layout. The layout in CSS, how it is work. First we go with top, then go with right, then go with bottom, then go with left hand side. This is working clockwise. Okay, this is clockwise size. Okay, this way. I think it is in mirror, so if you see this video side, it's opposite, but understand. So go with first top, then right side, then bottom, then left side. Always remember this property. How we shorten anything inside our text, whether it's called text, it's a margin, it is padding. This same shortened notation, shortened rule is going this way: top, right, bottom, left. Okay. Okay, fine. So here I use 0, again 0, which means the top and the right will be fixed. Okay, top and the right will fix, and bottom will move 3 pixel bottom down. Okay, this was the first. Okay, so here I use ff000. Okay, this is for first shadow. I here make the 2 shadows. You can make as much as possible shadows in your text. So for the neon effect, I made 2 shadows. Here I make a neon effect 0 and 0 again, and a 5 pixel. Then I use here 0000 ff, which is something blackish color or bluish color. Okay. So just I think save this and run it on browser, or you can refresh this. Here you can see it's just amazing shadow. Okay, here you can see the shadow. Amazing. Yeah, it is very amazing property of CSS which make our text very much interesting. Okay, if I can show you on my .co.in, I use this property very much. Okay, this is called box shadow property. Here you can see this is a box and this is the shadow. This is an amazing website, which is a single page website where you can see this is box shadow, which is a layout. This is thing is coming outside from our screen. This is a very interesting thing. I personally like the box shadow in our projects because box shadow is interesting. So I particularly tell you inside a project because it's a very good thing. Okay, this is for colors, font, and text shadow. Okay, please practicing, and if you like this video, please like, share this video, and subscribe my channel. This is from Hitanshu from highwebmates.co.in, and see you in the next video, and see your loving face and smiling face in your next video. Tata.